But John, what if I can't believe? I can't create anything if I can't believe. Hey guys, it's John sitting here in my truck about to go pick up my son, and I thought I'd go ahead and shoot this video. What if I can't believe? I had somebody who put that on my channel a couple of times this week. Same person put it up a couple of times. And this is a conundrum for the person alone, because what if I can't believe is a belief. So I would back up and I would start with saying, I can believe. I am believing. I am believing. And then I would break that cycle. The thing is, the reason why people don't think they can believe is because they give up and they lose faith. And the problem is because they're looking for the results. They're trying to figure out how it's going to happen. They're trying to figure out, the way it's going to happen. And how and the way is not your job. That's God's job. It's the universe's job to show you and to deliver to you through the path of least resistance. But the resistance you put on it as to how it's going to happen, or the expectation of time, is going to make it a longer process. The idea of knowing fully 100% that it is happening happens. Here's the biggest struggle that most people have with this. They choose things that are so big they can't believe. They choose, that I want to win the lottery. I want to do all these things, but they can't believe they can. And, when they start the process, I am winning the lottery. I am winning the lottery. I am winning the lottery. But their subconscious mind is saying, no, you're not. You're lying to yourself. You're trying to fake it till you make it. I hate that phrase, fake it till you make it. The reason I say I hate that phrase is because it's self-defeating. I am faking it is the belief that you're faking it. The thing is creation mindset is a habitual thing. I'm pretty good at creating things in my life strictly because I've done it, right? But it wasn't easy in the beginning. It wasn't something that was natural to me. It was something that I developed over time. I started with very small things, manifesting dimes, manifesting quarters, manifesting antique screw finials for antique dressers, and they would just show up in my life. I started with something that was achievable, that I could believe. And over the course of time, I built myself up to the point where I would just realize that there's no size in the infinite. There's no size. There's no thing that's so big or daunting. That's a concept as well. It comes back to you deciding that you are not only a creator, but the creator.
And now, a quick word from our sponsor. Coffee Time with John. This channel runs off coffee, so get your coffee and tea at johnsjoe.com.
God gives you exactly what you believe. Negative people see a negative world because they believe the world is negative. People who don't believe, or believe they're faking it until they're making it, believe they're faking it. And so they don't believe it's happening. So the reason they don't believe it's happening is because they usually have chosen something they can't believe in, that they've chosen they can't believe in. That's why I always tell people to start small. Go back to creating something just tiny and build up your faith that you can create. That's how I did it. Habit is formed somewhere between 21 and 60 days of repetitive action, according to science. That's what the scientific studies show. To be habitually thinking that you're a creator takes you building up that pattern, that belief. So I always say start with something that you believe is achievable. I am manifesting a bird feather. I am manifesting a quarter. I am manifesting a $20 bill. I am, something that's achievable, something that you can believe, and then incrementally bring your size of your creation. I'm putting size in quotes because there is no size in the infinite. by incrementally bringing the size of your creation up, what you're developing is you're developing faith that you are a creator. And to be in full belief that you're creating something means that you are letting go of the way it comes or the time frame in which it comes. Once you let go of all of that struggle, once you let go of all of that outcome, and say, I am just simply creating. It's about simplifying your belief to something you can believe. And the more you simplify, the more you create the smaller things that are believable to you, then you'll get really good at believing. And the believing gets better. 21 to 60 days of repetitive action. The people who say, I can't believe, almost never make it to the 21 days. They go for a week and they say, I quit. That's why January 8th has the dubious distinction of being the day where most people end their New Year's resolutions, because they can't get to the point of making the new resolution a habit. It's that habitual mindset, the creation mindset, the creative mindset that has to become habit. For me, I create very quickly and easily because I declare and believe. I simply believe. Well, why do I believe? Because I've been doing it for 25 years. I'm really good at it. And it comes back to understanding that I am, God's name, according to Moses, really good at creating. That belief itself is habitual mindset. I know when I want something, I get it very quickly. I know when I desire something, I release the desire and declare that I'm receiving it. I switch the mindset of this hasn't happened, right? This hasn't happened is negating all the work you put in. It doesn't work because I can't believe. I can't believe is the moment you lost faith. If you can't believe it because of a time frame, that's because you are not in present moment. You are looking at it has to happen in this time frame, which means you're questioning it in the first place, which means you don't believe it in the first place. If you really want to create the life of your dreams, the fastest and easiest way for you to break the pattern of not being able to believe is to start small. Create with something tiny and build up that faith that you can create in general before you try to create the big thing that you don't believe you can do now. Because there is no size in the infinite, as I said, but that belief that it's so big is the thing that's stopping you from getting it. And that's my thought on this. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.